Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys enjoyed my Angry Football Nerd video. It doesn't have a lot of production value. I spent like, I don't know, probably a total of 9, 10 hours on everything. I might make another one. If you guys want to see another one, let me know. Because I'm thinking about it. I'm going to have the opportunity to do it, so it takes a lot of work, but I'm willing to do it. So, beyond that, again, there's not a ton going on right now. I heard the news this morning that Yao Ming's broken foot is well behind schedule, and they're saying he might miss the whole season. Now, Yao Ming brings in so many fans from China, is such a big part of Houston's success, obviously, regardless of what happened in the Lakers series after he got hurt, and means so much to the NBA. It's rough. So I hope he makes a recovery. They're even saying his career could be over. So, oh man, that was tough to take. I was really shocked at that. I know he's an injury-prone guy, and that's something he's going to have to tolerate for the rest of his life. He will continue to play basketball, and if he chooses to, he's going to have to deal with the fact that he's going to get hurt a lot. It's just in the nature of super tall players. So hopefully that works out. I mean, he's one of those players that, is going to be a Houston Rocket for the rest of his life, almost definitely, because they would never trade him in a million years because of the revenue he brings in. So I hope he can have a really awesome career there. So that was a downer. I think he'll be okay, though. Just generally speaking, a lot of these times when these medical stories break, things turn out for the best. Like, people freaked out about Tom Brady's career being over. No, he's going to play this year. Carson Palmer, well, he came back. More often than not, from what I have seen, medical accidents and injuries are bounced back from pretty well. What else? Denver Broncos mania. I did see your PM. I would be interested in a fantasy football league. I don't really have any permanent fantasy football leagues I'm in. I usually, year to year, I just jump in a league. One year I tried to do one on YouTube, but only 6 people joined, so I was just like, screw it. So, I would be interested in that, obviously. So, you go ahead with it, man, and I'm willing to be a part of that, probably. So there's that. The NBA draft, again, I don't have a ton to say about it because I don't follow college basketball that much. Quickly, I do want to say some stuff, though. Not huge on Blake Griffin. He reminds me of a short Dwight Howard because he doesn't have any real post moves, or I don't think he has a jumper very much. So, to me, he's a shorter Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard would be garbage if he was shorter. So, a little worried about that. I don't really like him that much. Thabit went to the Grizzlies. I'm disappointed because I liked Marc Gasol, and now he's probably going to go to the bench, and I think he's better than that, so that was disappointing to me. Oklahoma took James Harden. I was thinking they were going to take Rubio, and I was a little worried because that team would become so fun to watch, and I would hate that because, I'm me. But they didn't take Rubio. I think this was the wrong pick. But, I'm sure he's a fine player, and, he helps them out, but I just think Rubio was the pick to make there. That would become a ridiculously fun team. Sacramento took Tyreek Evans. Rubio continues to fall. And, this pick doesn't make a ton of sense. Sacramento's best player by far right now is Kmart. Why are you taking another shooting guard? Maybe they're planning on losing Kmart. So, I don't know, but I can't believe Rubio fell to number 5. That's just amazing to me. And, Washington screwed up royally. Should have kept this pick. Should have just taken him and moving on instead of trading for Randy Foye or whatever. Minnesota, took Rubio. And, I think that's a great pick from him. So with their next pick, they took another point guard, Johnny Flynn. So one of those guys is going to get shipped out, obviously. I hope, for their sake, it's Flynn, because Rubio, I think, is the best player in this draft, and he's going to be awesome. So hopefully they can get Flynn out of there, but more than likely it's going to be Rubio who gets dealt out because Minnesota's a terrible market. Stephen Curry and Monta Ellis playing together, nah, not a big fan of that. I like, them playing by themselves, but when you put them together, it's just I don't see it. Not a huge fan. Let me see what else. I thought Terrence Williams was a great pick for the Nets to help replace Vince Carter. I hated the Vince Carter trade. I thought it was an atrocious trade, but it's time to rebuild one way or another. So it's whatever. Tyler Hansborough to Indiana. I can't believe this guy went in the first round, but maybe it's not the worst thing. I'm not a huge fan of it. I can kind of sort of see it working out reasonably well. I mean, in this situation, I don't like it because Indiana has Troy Murphy, who I think is an awesome player. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But Hansborough is a really controversial player because he has very little athleticism, but he's productive. So it's going to be interesting to see how things work out. What else? What else? Some guys really fell in this draft. Who were they? The point guard out of UCLA that the Hornets took, Collison. I remember thinking, man, that guy's fallen pretty far. Oh, the guy that the Spurs took in the second round. Hold on. Who was that? What's his name? Blair. Oh, Blair, the short power forward out of Pittsburgh. How did, he fall that far? I remember when Cleveland was picking at the end of the first round, and I was like, okay, they're going to take Blair or maybe Sam Young, but no. Nothing. Ah, well. But I thought he would have been great for Cleveland. Could have helped them a little bit, given them some depth. Don't know why that didn't happen. John Brockman went to Portland, which, is cool. He stays close to home. I like John Brockman. He was great in college. I don't know how he's going to be in the pros. He's probably not going to be too great or anything because he's kind of short, but it's whatever. So, that's all I got on the draft. That's really all I got to say. So, I'll just leave it at that. That's really all I got to say right now. So, I'll think about making another Angry Football Nerd video. The next one would probably be better because I'd put a little more work into it. So, I'll see you guys later.